The trees were so vertical. That's the first thing I noticed, even before the river, and the land that rolled carpet flat away from the eye. As I stepped from the coop
in her novel, The River Wife, Jonis Agee tells the story of a young woman left behind by her family after the 1811 New Madrid earthquake shook Missouri. That part of the story is true, but Agee's imagination tells us what happened next.
I actually wrote the novel to rescue her because I couldn't find out what happened to her. The family left.
Agee is often inspired by something she sees or hears or collects. An old photo found in an antique store becomes a character in a new book.
This is one of the main characters, and I saw that face, and he seems a man full of complexity. I start with a character when I'm writing a story. You know, I hear their voice, they have something to say. Sometimes, you know, that's what wakes me up in the night. You know, some story that has begun, and I have to hurry to write it.
Her novels, books of poetry, and short story collections have earned awards and acclaim. At UNL, Agee started a writer-in-residence program and the Nebraska Summer Writers Workshop.
She's a brilliant writer and a dedicated teacher who brings students right into the front of the literary arts and humanities in our classes. And her generosity as a mentor of students has enabled them to be stunning in their success as well.
These symbols and how they kind of continue throughout a book. And we think, oh,
I think I was just born to do that job. You know, I've decided. I come from a long line of teachers, and it just felt very natural when I began to teach. And I have to say, there's just a classroom where imagination is alive, and people are working as hard as they can through their imaginations is just one of the most electric events that can occur. And it's just very exciting.
let's go.
Agee and her husband, Brent Spencer, also a writer, live near the Missouri River that figures so prominently in her new book. When Agee writes, she is surrounded by items that help build her stories and sometimes continue to talk to her.